The King's Road, where everything changes for House Stark. The game truly begins. Bran lies unconscious, fighting for his life after that infamous push from the tower. Catelyn Stark barely moves from his bedside. Summer, the direwolf pup, won't leave Bran's side, guarding him fiercely, already showing the loyalty these wolves become known for. Meanwhile, Winterfell is saying its goodbyes. King Robert Baratheon and his royal party get ready to head south again. The royal road moves, destinies begin to shift. Jon Snow quietly gifts Arya her first sword, Needle. He wants her to be brave, to keep practicing even if it has to stay a secret. Practice in shadows makes a different kind of Stark. Jon says farewell to Bran, knowing he might never see his brother awake again. He leaves for the Wall with his uncle Benjen, and the always sharp-tongued Tyrion Lannister rides with them for part of the road. Catelyn can barely look at Jon as he departs, but he goes anyway. On the long road south, Sansa daydreams about marrying Prince Joffrey, a fairy tale in her mind, blind to the coming storm. Arya would rather spar with Mycah, swinging sticks like swords. Simple games, fierce hearts. But Joffrey, ever the bully, decides to turn play into something cruel. He draws real steel and threatens Mycah. When Arya steps in, it all spirals out of control. Nymeria, Arya's direwolf, bites Joffrey to protect her. In the chaos, Arya throws Joffrey's sword away and runs. Knowing Nymeria will be killed for attacking the prince, Arya makes a terrible choice. She drives her wolf away to save her life, letting the wolf go to keep her alive. Back at Winterfell, tragedy strikes again. A fire distracts the guards, and an assassin slips into Bran's chamber. Catelyn fights for her son's life. She nearly loses everything trying to protect him. But Summer, leaping, vicious, loyal, saves Bran by tearing the attacker apart. Now Catelyn knows Bran's fall wasn't an accident. Her suspicions turn to the Lannisters, and things are about to get much darker. At the Wall, Jon is hit with the harsh reality of his new life. It's cold, brutal, and nothing like the stories.
But Tyrion's advice sticks. Never forget what you are.
Back with the king's party, Joffrey's bite becomes a scandal. Cersei comforts him, twisting the truth and stoking his hatred for the Starks. Robert, for all his power, can't control his family or the consequences. Then, the cost of loyalty. Arya and Sansa are brought before the king. Joffrey lies, Sansa stays silent, Cersei demands blood, Nymeria is gone, so Sansa's wolf, Lady, pays the price. Ned Stark, honor-bound as ever, executes Lady himself, and while this happens, the Hound hunts down Mycah, ending his life for a prince's pride. The cost of power becomes painfully clear. As the dust settles, Bran Stark's eyes snap open. Episode 2 sets up the rivalries. It sets up the heartbreak. It sets up the suspicion that will define the battles ahead. The game is on, and no one is safe.